Hello, Franz. I just had to restart my computer. Sorry for the wait. I just gotta get my program going again. Fantasy was first appearance as usual. Nap was second. And then I had to restart. And Neff redeemed first. Or was it? No, Fantasy redeemed first, I think. It doesn't show me anymore. Who redeemed first this morning? There should be another one. Hi. Sorry, our program is starting. There we go. I can't see the chat I did or the thing you're working on. Well, the thing I was working on, I didn't have the window open. So, there's that. But you can hear me, right? Uh... I'm sure the computer will love 3000 volts, 30 amps to the circuit. Say, oh yes, I'm sure it will love that. Well, you should be able to redeem it again because it's one first per stream, and the stream is restarted. So there's another stream. Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with my computer, but like OBS was having hiccups and like I got like application hung warning. I've never gotten that before. Yes, meds. I misunderstood my pharmacist because she's Asian, has a super thick Asian accent, and so I still don't have my ADHD meds. So if I'm a little scuffed today, it's because I haven't had my ADHD meds in 2 days now. This will be day two. But the most important one, the antidepressant, is what I have still. So that's good. But apparently that pharmacy is one where they have to order the ADHD meds and then get them in the next day. So, because I guess controlled substances, you know? My brain is like all over the place and I'm weirdly wired. Because there's no regulation! Anyway, sorry, stream was a little scuff this morning. There's always something. I spent a lot of time last night refining this and working on it. They changed how they do things. Who? The pharmacy? Do you go to the no frills for your pharmacy too? Ah. When was this change? Because, oh, hey, look, I'm now live. uh... That's a really late message there, Stream Elements. I have to have my passport to take out my meds. What? That's messed up. I don't know whether I should put the outline on the Waveheart or not. Used to be you had to contact your doctor to send your prescription to the pharmacy, and the doctors were so occupied with people waiting on meds that they changed it so the pharmacy has to contact the doctor's office. Oh, that's been a thing for a while. But they had transferred my file, but not actually transferred my file. Good morning, Cormac, formerly Conk Lobster. Ah, Conk got the second first. Thanks for the hydrate. I had to restart my computer, Conk. Conk is first today. They want a photo ID so they know it's you who's taking it out. And what are they going to do if you can't come and take it out yourself and you need someone to pick it up for you? Like, I had to do that for Sai so many times. I'm going to change it back to you needing to contact your doctor for your prescription and then the pharmacy so they know to talk to each other and then they'll start working on your meds. Yeah, except the doctor who prescribed me this medication is in Kitchener. And, but you're allowed so many meds, so you need to chase the pharmacy and the doctor's office to get your prescription filled, but not too soon if you have the meds remaining. Yeah, that's the annoying part. And they only give me 30 days at a time, whereas they give me 3 months of the other one. Can't stay for very long. Gotta go to a party with friends. Well, you have fun with your friends, Conk. The time we finally get them to fill your meds, you're out of meds, and it's your fault for some fucking reason. Yeah. In my case, it was I thought my prescription was transferred, and it turns out that I didn't have any refills left. So I went and checked the website, and it's like, well, your prescription's still in Kitchener, and you don't have any refills left. So now you have to contact the pharmacy, and I'm like, well, that's not my pharmacy anymore. So I go to try and find the No Frills pharmacy phone number, but they don't have the phone number on the website. And, well, they have 2 phone numbers, but they don't tell you which one's for the pharmacy and which one's for the fucking store. So, I couldn't call, so I just put in the transfer request via the like, Shoppers website thing that's run by PC. And, and then they called me. And then they're like, oh, we need to call that pharmacy to get your file transferred. And I'm like, I did this file transfer like a month and a half ago. And then they didn't even have my ADHD medication on file, even though they gave me the ADHD medication a month and a half ago. And I'm like, how is that one not on file? You guys gave it to me already. And then she's like, oh, sometimes the orders close early, so you have to get us the day before your medication, the day before the medication runs out. Aha, so the filling was loose. Okay. I don't think he was being salty about you going to a private practice. But just because it's a private practice and costs more doesn't mean that it's good. Just saying. As a matter of fact, private practices tend to get away with more because people are afraid of the money. And it's a sunken cost fallacy where they're like, well, this was expensive, so it must be good. Right? And if your public dentist that you went to before is not nice about your fear of dentists, and he doesn't try, at least, if the previous public one wasn't good, go to the new one. And hey, there you go. So go to the free one, and he was fun to listen to. That is great. It sounds like you found the right dentist. Keep going to that one. I think my dentist that I had here, like, my whole life is retired. Which is not surprising, because he's been taking care of me since I was a kid. I was a D&D nerd. Ah, nice. I'm glad you got your tooth fixed, though, because having that problem with your teeth, not good. Having problems with your teeth, not good. This thing that we're working on. I don't know whether I should put the outline on the wave heart or not. I don't know. I have to redraw the collar too. Just completely trace over, redraw it in layers. So we're gonna create a new folder. By the way, I increased the size of this file. It's now at 300 DPI and 4K. So this is at 100%. I've basically had to redraw everything on this file. So now I'm eating pizza and drinking cola. The wave part looks good as it is. It stands out from the text. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't want everything to have an outline. I'm still debating on the outline on the horns. Could get rid of the white background, and I still need to put an outline on the wire. Still debating on the white background on the horns. But everything else should have some sort of line art. There needs to be a texture on the cord. And I need to redraw the knot. The fancy knot that goes in there. And then I think this will be relatively done. I think I need to put the outline on the scallop a little bit bigger too, because it doesn't match the rest of the word. Where's my scallop? Here we go. I restarted my computer and it didn't change my microphone on this. That's weird. Hold on, let me take a look at the properties here. I am surprised by this. Properties. No, huh. So apparently just setting your microphone to auxiliary on OBS, auxiliary 2, doesn't switch it to whatever Windows deems your microphone to be whenever you restart. Where's the line art? I need the line art. Need this background first. Because I have to get rid of all these fuzzy lines on the whole thing. This is today's project. The name should be the thing the eyes are drawn to first. Then the decorations around it, yep. Such technical difficulty. Sure, this isn't a skill tree stream. I am a skill monkey. The curse must apply to me too. I usually have some sort of scuff with my streams, but that's normal for streaming. All the technical stuff is so hard sometimes. There's just some angles that are hard to draw. But I can rotate my canvas, so that is fine. And not having it digitally perfect too is kind of nice, because there's something about having hand-drawn edges and lines that's actually kind of cute. It's more natural. Now we go to, that's the background. We can probably clean that up a little bit. Nope. Next layer up, thank you. Can't stay for the whole stream, going to a theater play today. I hope you have a great time. Hello. You see. Let's turn that off for now. See how fuzzy the lines are here? This is what I need to clean up. You know it's going to be even easier? If I just create a new layer. We'll turn this black. You see how fuzzy that is, right? That's what I need to fix. On the entirety of this image. We've got 210,000 star shells. I'm going to need to make more redeems soon. I'll make my life easier. Just put a ruler. Try and get these lines as close as possible to the original, you know? Tesla just came and pushed open my door. He's like, "Let me in!" Oh, somebody's turned on the hallway light too. That's weird. Probably checking in on the cat litter. So they can berate me later and be like, "You need to empty the cat litter." It won't be exact in match to the previous one, but it'll be close enough. Okay. And then we'll delete the ruler. Rotate this back into place. Delete the previous one. And then we can turn on the background layer again and clean that up a little bit. Just need to go around the edges. I was exactly right. My dad came in, he's like, "Litter box need cleaning." I was gonna do that yesterday after stream, and I completely forgot. Got ADHD. I've been hugged! Hugging assassination! Ah! Did. Thanks for the hugs, Fantasy. I was halfway through, like, cleaning up this outer line, and I totally didn't finish doing that. Neff is redeemed a hydrate and a posture check. Everybody on Shrimpline spines. Give yourself a little stretch to the left and right. A little wave back and forth. Like seaweed in the ocean currents. There's so much happening in chat. Ah! Get to the hydrate in a second. I'm just a little bit focused here. Alright, let's grab the coffee. I really enjoyed making this logo thing. By the way, just saying, like, I really enjoyed this. Alright, that's the scallop done. I need to make a couple little fixes on the text here. So go back into the white. There's little spots here between the letters that I need to fill in. Let's see if I select this. I see a spot. That one's filled in. Okay. No weird selections happening. No, like, super tiny secret selections. do see a little spot right here that I need to clean up. Ooh. Helps if I use the eraser. Little spots where the letters are sticking out past their line art. Yeah, I really enjoyed making this. Oh, hey Ross, how you doing? Did you have a good turkey day? It's just crooked. It was decent enough turkey day, one or two moments notwithstanding. I think kind of well. Fair enough. Still need to add more white. It helps if I'm not using the eraser. Well, my dad is being quite loud today. He must be reading something to my mom. He's very passionate when he reads things to my mom. I want to reduce this one just a tad. As for right now, tired and such, and fully expecting family to be like, let's do Black Friday shopping. Well, your family can go Black Friday shopping by them fucking selves. Jesus Christ, I've seen Black Friday in America. It's insane. Canada's not really that bad. Like, it could still use some, like, don't do that shit, please, but Black Friday shopping is scary. I reduced a lot of the mess on the string. I had made it a little bit too messy. I still think maybe the other A, like the middle A, is too much still, but I don't think there's a lot I can do about it. I, if I'm doing any shopping, it's online, yeah. I have to real quick go to the bathroom because I've already had a full cup of tea today. So I'll be right back. I return. Sorry. I've had so much to drink today. I'm just like, ah. I've barely woken up and I'm still already having to go to the bathroom from drinking too much. What is today? It's weird. We even have it here, and I'm not going to shopping centers now. I want to live. Yeah. Like, God, I've seen Black Friday videos in the States. When those first started coming out, I was like, what the hell? Like, I thought the lineups in Canada were bad. Like, we just line up and we're polite. In America, they're like crawling over displays to get at stuff. Like, fighting each other. Boy, getting a broken nose for a $3 towel at Target. Yeah. But, like, that's consumerism, right? It's literally battle royale levels of fighting for cheap goods that should be that price all year round because that's how much they're actually worth. Fuck you, I got mine. Yep. A Tandy order. Ooh. Isn't there a Tandy in our city? I need to take apart. I thought there was. Did it close? There was one. Last time I looked for a Tandy, there was one. Oh no, the one that was here closed. Ugh. It's so frustrating. I don't know. Because I looked like 2 years ago when there was one in Ottawa. At least that's what Google told me. Yep. If there was one in Ottawa, it's closed. There's two in the Toronto region. Why are there two there and only none here? There was? Oh, all of them in Canada closed. What the fuck? Well, I guess I'm never buying from Tandy. I'm never buying from Tandy. They close their Canadian locations. I can only order online. Sorry, but I'm never buying from them. I'll find a different supplier. I'll find a smaller local store. I'll take I'll take pictures of what I want and go to them and be like, "Hey, can you get this for me?" I would rather support a local business at that point. Man, DuckDuckGo says there's two places, one in Richmond Hill and one in Mississauga. Ross is just on a completely different conversation. These are the people that cut you off to rush you somewhere. Yeah, yep, yep. Yeah, no, people rushing to get to red lights. No, it's just funny because they're like, we're talking about Tandy Leather. You're just still like on the Black Friday thing. And I'm just like, what is he talking about? My ADHD is so bad today. I had to scroll back to see what you were talking about because I had already forgotten. I'm having one of those days. I'm that other driver. That's my brain right now. It's like, ooh, something more. Go fast. It's like, slow down. Say. I don't know. I had never been to a Tandy. I want to get into leatherworking. And I want people to talk to about it. That, are like, well, maybe you should consider this tool. Or, these are the tools you have. You could do this kind of project. I know nothing about leatherworking and I want to get into it because I want to remake my Bagolini as a leather bag. What kind of leather should I use? I don't know. But my mom used to do leatherworking, but she can't communicate things to me anymore. Oh, yeah, I have Fabricland and Quilty Pleasures. Of course I know those two. I don't need more fabric, Neff. Neff. The last... Quilty Pleasures has so much of our money. My mom is a quilter, Neff. I'll show you the picture of what the room looked like when I first arrived. Holy shit. That's insane. This is why like everything being a rental is not good. Remember when businesses used to own their properties? Like Willie's Chinese Food in Orleans has been open pretty much my entire life and they're still open. You want to know why? Because they own their fucking building. I mean, look what happened. Zellers was bought out by Target, and then Target came to Canada, and then Target closed all of their Canadian stores. And now the only option we have for those kinds of things that they sold at Target is Walmart. What was the sushi place called? Or is that too close? Oh, okay. Death Sand, hello. Giant Tiger still sort of exists, yeah. I think Neff goes to the Giant Tiger all the time. I think Canadians should start shopping at Giant Tiger. We all start shopping at Giant Tiger. I haven't been to a Giant Tiger in like 15 years. Oh, well, no, wait, that's not true. I went to the Giant Tiger in Timmins when I was there in 2019 before I got COVID. Where my 2 dozen pool noodles came from. Yeah, no, Giant Tiger is definitely like one of those weird surplus places, like Winners, but like down. oh, Winners is the upscale Giant Tiger. Your trans discovery clothing? Like what? Garden coat, yeah. Because he's not getting what he wants. Well, as long as he continues screaming and doesn't get what he wants because he's screaming. But if you reward that behavior, it's going to get worse the next time. That's how it works with children. You should start screaming because you're not getting what you want either. It's really funny when you see adults do that to children. Like sometimes they'll one wishes to experiment with clothing. One cannot afford proper full price clothing. Fair enough. And women's clothing too is extremely expensive. Oh yeah, Value Village is like overpriced. Like I went to go buy bed sheets for learning how to sew, and the bed sheets were overpriced. I was like, I can buy this new on Amazon for less. I love those videos where like someone has like a baby or a toddler and the baby's just screaming for no reason. So the parent starts doing the same scream whine and the baby stops being like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Tim Bucket from the Dollarama at Value Village for $4. It had the $1.75 tag from Dollarama right next to the Value Village sugar. Yeah, I've seen that kind of thing too. It's because it's $4 at Dollarama now. Well, I'm glad that your mom is trying to be firm with him because if you reinforce the behavior by giving them what they want. Oh, stuff at Dollarama is $5 now. Wow, it's no longer Dollarama; it's $5. Where the cat hissed his owner, the owner hissed back, and the cat was like, "Yeah." And there's sugar on the cream, and now I have a Glock 19. Okay. Whereas my sister says, it's just a village now, there's no value left. Okay, I like your sister. Aki, hello, good morning. Yeah, I upscaled it to 4K, so it's 4K at 300 DPI. So it should shrink down nicely. I'm just sitting here, both my hands, just like scratching my head, little massage. Feels good. I'm good. I'm good. How are you having a good day? Just a scene from Die Hard. Now I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho. Yeah. I saw somebody who had made an advent calendar, but it was a skyscraper from Die Hard, and they're like every day Hans Gruber falls another floor. And I'm like, that's the best advent calendar ever. The second time waking up today. You did like a 24-hour stream or something, or 12. You did a long stream the other day. It was crazy. You know what's funny is like the wave heart got painted because I was doing that thing where I was fixing the fuzzy lines, and I kind of like it. And I'm like, do I want to continue that theme? He's still recovering. Yeah. I would imagine so. It would take me days to recover from that. Where's my wave heart? Do I wanna... No, it disappears if I take that off. But I think I do want to at least have a little bit of this cut out. Concentration. But yeah, I just kind of like stopped participating in capitalism stuff. Like, our family really doesn't give gifts at Christmas. Like, we'll give something occasionally, but it'll be like one thing. And most of the time, we just get drunk and share eggnog and stories and stuff. And I love that. No gifts at Christmas. We don't need stuff. Like, I like receiving things as much as the next person, but the less stuff I have, the better. It's just a burden. Nafa's boop my snoot. How dare you boop the snoot? It is the boop snoot, like the droop snoot. But it got booped. It's the boop snoot. You miss eggnog? Oh, right, you can't have eggs, right? One of the nicest gifts I got was a pair of knitted socks from my mom, and I still use them. Yep. Handmade gifts, best gifts. It's like that, it reminds me of that one time, like, I was, when I was still in the computer science program, and they're talking about engagement rings. Like, the guys are having this debate with the girls in the class about engagement rings. And they look over at me and they're like, "You're a girl, what do you think about engagement rings? How much should a guy spend on one?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't really care about that stuff. And I would prefer it if he made it. Like, I don't care what it's made out of. It could be made out of resin, but, you know, make something that's important to us." I'm working over here. My suit is very delicate. All interactions are frowned upon. Find yourself a valley girl. Also meant to add boop to the quatch snoot, but somehow missed the whole boop word. Yeah, I did see that you missed the whole boop. I was very confused for a second. I'm like, you probably just missed it. I do that too. But yeah, like the guys asked me, and when I'm like, it doesn't matter as long as it's something that's meaningful to the two of you. That's all that matters. Like, who cares about how much money you spend on it? I like diamonds because they're sparkly, but like, I also like other things. If you hand carved a ring out of wood and put like a piece of quartz in it and proposed to me with that, I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, that's awesome." It happens to the best of us. Also, I agree with everything that's being said. Ross is just like, yes, everything, all that. Yeah. I've never been like an expensive stuff kind of person. Like, apparently I just have naturally expensive taste, but that's probably because I have an eye for quality. She should be able to sell it for 3 months' rent in the 1900s and 1950s. If you can't supply 1950s, it isn't valid. Yeah. And it's just like, It's all a scam from the diamond companies to sell more diamonds. Taste for not plastic is expensive, yeah. But, you know, resin is technically a plastic, and if you made a ring with, like, wood and resin, and it was, like, this cool thing, I'd be like, fuck yeah, that's rad. But if you're like, I saved up for 6 months to buy this ring, and it's worth, like, $30 jillion, and I'm like, you wasted your money, bro. There's enough diamonds in storage around the world to give everybody a cup. A whole, like, 1 cup of diamonds. And we can grow them in a lab. We want natural diamonds. And I'm like, you're destroying the environment for a rock we can grow in the lab. It is now. It was insurance. When the only thing you were allowed to own was jewelry, it was your bank account, your life savings. Yes, but also it was the people weren't buying enough diamonds, so the diamond companies made diamonds the like engagement ring thing. It's a whole thing. They went on this massive campaign to get people to buy more diamonds because they weren't making enough money. Before that, people didn't really give diamond rings as engagement rings. If they gave rings at all, they just got engaged. Because people couldn't afford rings, and then they tried to make it like this thing where it's like a status symbol. But I don't know, it just bothers me, you know? It's like 3 diamond trading families running the whole market, and they determine the prices. Yep. You can make rubies in the microwave at home. Oh, yeah, my birthstone is ruby. And somehow that's very appropriate that you can make rubies in the microwave. Pilots wore jewelry because it was actually made of gold and silver and it was easier than dragging a chest of coins around. Yep. It's also fun to do in the microwave. And the UV fluoresce really amazingly neat. They also glow! I like that. Yeah, so needless to say, when I told the guys that, they were just like, they gave me this look like I was weird, and I'm like, it's just how I am. It's probably why I, don't date people and I don't know. My life is weird. Should I make the necromancer plushie's eyes glow in the dark? Yes. It's not the most perfect outline. Actually, it's extremely jank, but that's okay. I'm not making this like mathematically perfect vector lines, so there's gonna be some scuff. Define normal. No, you can't make me. Normal doesn't exist as far as I'm concerned. If people want to spend, you know, $7,000 or $8,000 on an engagement ring, they are free to do so. If that's what that couple values, then that's what they value. So same thing with gifts and cars and whatnot. If that's what those people consider special and valuable, then power to them. I think commercialism sucks, and I think we should stop participating in it. But, like, I want to own a business selling things. I want to have, like, a tea shop, and I want to make a profit. In order to make profit, I have to keep up with rising costs of everybody else who wants to make profit. Somewhere along the line, somebody loses out always, and it's just kind of sad. And even if we had universal basic income, it would still become a problem because the companies will be like, well, you've got free money, so we can raise our prices to whatever we want. And we're replacing everybody with robots anyway, so we don't have to worry about the employees demanding higher wages who do work for us because they've got universal income, so they can choose whether to work or not. And then you've got those business owners that are like, well, I'm the business owner, so you're beholden to me. None of this, like, I have to, accommodate people simply because it's the right thing to do. Like, those people suck. And there are business owners like that, and they're trying to force that in the United States. The really big, like, multi-billionaires are like, it's time to do away with all of this. Workers should get, like, paid time off and better wages, and I have to accommodate people because I'm the owner. People should be accommodating for me because I'm the one who's gracious enough to be giving you work. And I'm like, they could just turn around and start their own business doing the same thing you do, and because they treat people better, you're probably gonna fail. That's called competition. But they've rigged the system so that it's impossible to have competition now. So this is why people are turning back to handmade goods and buying better quality items, because they're like, you know what? I'm sick of trash, and I'm sick of consumerism, and I'm sick of watching the planet die and my potential children having no future because the environment's completely shot. And then the companies are like, they're ruining our businesses. And I'm like, fuck you. You deserve it. Something fresh out, yeah. Organized my homebrew D&D stuff, including some subclasses for fun and some new background space. When my friend got engaged, he made a ring out of his wife's favorite wood. He spent 1 year carving. Oh, holy shit, that's rad. She still uses it to this day. Like, yeah, I would cherish something like that. I think if your significant other values an expensive ring enough to put down payment on a house, you may want to find a new significant other. It depends on what you value, right? If you think that's also value, then you and your significant other are probably a good match. Are you good at making financial decisions? Probably not. I consider it a bad financial decision to do something like that. I don't know why I'm spending so much time on this inner part of the wave when I'm probably just going to fill it in because you wouldn't see through this anyways. I just feel like it should be outlined, but it should actually probably be filled in. Yeah. It needs to be filled in. Every time I outline it like that, I immediately fill it back in, so it's just going to be filled in. Death has redeemed a hydrate, and thus delivered a full concussion. I'm making the ultimate medicine of science, a gun! Insert generation being fucked over is ruining the industry we rigged to begin with. Some BS article. Yeah. All the ladies in this community would prefer $8,000 worth of tools and materials and a simple engagement ring for the same price. Yep. That's probably accurate, to be honest. They're so cute when he talks about it. It's just a huge light of love. Aww. Have we forgiven the hydrate button? I mean, the other day I was just crabby. And I was in the middle of something and just like the hydrates one after another. When I was trying to brain something, it was just like, nope. My brain rebelled and it went, no talk me Angie. I forgave the hello. Those hydrates, they skipped me. Inadvertent dodge. The Outer Worlds game, there's a medic with an assault shotgun. Shotgun is unique named Triage. I love that. Out of touch old farts. We blame insert generation here for being lazy because they were handed participation trophies. Lousy kids. Me, who gave us the trophies. Old fart makes an excuse, refusing to take responsibility. Yep. She can make him blush so much with her laughter is contagious and she's fun to be around. That's good. Sounds like a good person. Violence was chosen. Yep, violence was chosen. I don't know what was up with me that day. I still feel bad about it. Because I don't want to be that kind of person. Yeah, I think I like it, the horns better without the outline. Like the white outline. Oh, I forgot to turn a little tiny Havarti on. That goes in the heart. There he is. He adds balance to all the other miscellany on the design. Participation trophies versus actual livable wage blue collar job without even needing a high school degree. Who's participating now? Yeah. I worked hard for my degree. I suffered great depression and sadness through that, and I still can't find a job with a livable wage. She's a police officer and he's a truck driver, and she's caught him driving too fast a couple of times. Yeah, well, being a truck driver kind of sucks too, because it's like you have to keep schedule, but then there's all these regulations and they're like constantly watching you like a hawk, but they're like, you must drive faster. So dumb. That one hit me in the face. Aki. Oh dear. Thanks for the hydrate. Yeah, I was looking at him like there's something missing on the screen, and I forgot that I had turned the tiny Havarti off because I was working on the heart. Truck driving is getting worse and worse as a career in North America. It's not worth it anymore. Like, you have to own your own rig and stuff too, and then have your own insurance, and then if anything happens, you're at fault, and it's like gig work all over again. And not only that, but like they're trying to I'm sorry, just trying to keep you hydrated. Yeah, they're trying to replace it all with like AI drivers now, and it's like, but somebody still has to be with the truck, because otherwise people will just start hijacking the trucks and forcing them off the road and stealing everything out of it. Which they could theoretically do nowadays too. The ones that are going down more remote locations. He has redeemed a street. Everybody street. It was kind of a tiny street. They'll spend more on security for AI trucks than paying a driver. Yeah, they will. Why am I cold today? Crikey. Where's that giant ass sweater my mom gave me? Could just put on my Rowana too. I might do that. Need to make intercity trucks into long chains with only one driver, and then put them on dedicated tracks or something. I wonder what what could we call them? We'll call them truck chains. We should truncate that somehow. Chucks. Call them chucks. Like chuck wagons. I don't know why this is so funny to me. Trains. We'll call them trains. No, they have to be called trucks. Because they're chain trucks. I think Australia calls them road trains. Well, I mean, they do everything upside down and backwards, so. So funny. Trains. Yep. What even is life? Okay. I wanted to redraw the color, and I got very distracted. And we're just gonna do it in black, because now we've got separate lines. We can just color the lines individually. I'm just trying to draw this curve, and my body's like, no, you can't. Oh my god, it's getting worse. What is my life? Okay. That's good enough. We can make adjustments to the lines later. Trains to be different. Capitalism's auto-cannibalism, yeah. There we go. That has the right feel to it. It's very, like 2000s. Part of the dot-com bubble. Where everything was an X or, like, spelled differently. Like, blue was BLU. To go in the more 90s direction, like BLEW. But that's already a word, and that would be so funny. Can you imagine if they called it Blu-ray, but it was like BLEW? You'd be like, what the fuck? But they were trying to be cool and hip, so they spelled it just BLU. And I always hated it. I had this fiery, burning, passionate hatred for the way they spelled Blu-ray. Yep. After I spelled it out, I was thinking about that Neff, and I was just like, how do I expound upon this? You just put it right down there, just slapped it on the table. This is where Necromancer would be like, phrasing? Capitalism looks at all the people fucked over. This is all your fault. None of it is mine. Trying to be trademarkable, yeah. People fucked over it. It takes an inhuman to deny what's right in front of it. The truth is impossible to deny. If the truth is impossible to deny, create your own, yeah. Screw you, I take your reality and substitute it for my own. This is like every Karen ever. Not phrasing that was entirely intentional. I actually it wasn't. I just do that. The most inadvertent incubus ever. That's why my horns are on my head. Because my horny's not in my head. Oh, you got a Karen neighbor? Oh, I'm so sorry. Right, let's turn off the string, it's in the way. Just bring the line right through. There we go. We need to get our minds out of the gutter, or it was corrupting Ross Ryder's poor innocence. Sure, yes. Why is it there are just some angles that are so hard to draw? I hope my struggle is entertaining. Ah. It's just the slightest little change to the line makes all the difference. Remember when some people thought BR was going to fail because Adult Entertainment supposedly adopted HD DVD? BR? What's BR? What about my innocence? Says it while climbing the ladder out of the gutter with a grin. There's nothing wrong with being horny and sussy. Mostly, like, religion has a lot to do with prudishness. People being like, it's a sin. This is why Europe is more open about sex and sexuality than North America. Because North America had the Puritans. God, I'm dumb. Puritanical religious sects, as in sects. And so everybody's like, oh, we mustn't talk about these things. And like, it's so normal in Europe. I go to Conquest and there's like 8-year-olds collecting Frivolita cards, and I'm like, do their parents know they're doing this? And like, their parents are right there. And yeah, the parents know the kids, these 8-year-olds and 10-year-olds are collecting Frivolita cards with women with their tits out. And I'm like, Europe is so different, man. Blu-ray for a 5nm ray. I was gonna say something would open the door to going too far. Well, who knows? I would, like, set my chat to be, like, 18 plus, but to be honest, I would get less advertising revenue, and I already get so little. I'm just like, we'll risk it. When I become a bigger streamer, I'll just, maybe I'll change it. You'll send it to me in a DM. To be fair, I was corrupted a long time ago as I played a bartender in a theater. Yeah, that'll do it. nothing brings out gutter behavior like alcohol. I'll read it. I'll read it. Neff was going to say, sex is a sin, but only when the church has got you by the balls. Catholics, no. Do I know it? Me and my friends can make so many dirty jokes. Oh, Fantasy, you are going to love Conquest. Yeah, you are going to absolutely love Conquest. Jokes at you there. I don't drink. Can you send me that joke? Yeah, Neff, feel free to send Fantasy that joke. That's hilarious. Oh god, that's darkly hilarious. The oh god is not lost on me. So the color already looks better with clean lines. I do need to make it a little bit bigger, I think. We'll have to do the puzzle and Havarti. Maybe fix the bubbles that aren't round. Although, should I do more bubbles that aren't round? Give it more dynamics, like the bubbles are rising up. Because when bubbles are, like, rising through the water, they kind of deform, don't they? Sex is a sin, but only when the church has got you by the balls. Catholic boys know. So you left out the boys part in the one you sent me, and it's even better. Yes, not around bubbles. Yeah, it's like I was looking at the bubbles and I'm like, there's something off about them, and I thought it was the ones that were deformed, but I'm looking at them, I'm like, I kind of like them more. I think this is the first time I've ever been able to design anything for myself where I'm just, like, certain that I'm going in the right direction for once. And where I feel like it's that level between, like, cool and light. And still, like, feminine, but masculine at the same time. It's that balance that I'm always looking for, and it just came together nicely. See, the reason I haven't done a lot of work on the background painting is because I'm just not sure about it, right? But it feels good to actually be able to design something for once and not waffle about it, you know? For days. This has been like a day and a half of work. Technically 2 days, because I started it before stream yesterday. And I did like 6 or 7 hours of just building references and designs and sketches and whatnot. And once I have like a concrete kind of like base thing going down, I would like to try and like make this out of like foam and stuff to put on my wall. Well, good luck, Ross. Enjoy your nap in the shade. I hope you get your tasks done. I'm rooting for you. Don't let your family distract you. Just be like, nope, I'm doing this right now, later. You can bother me later, and then just keep putting them off. Do that. Do that for me. Take care of yourself for me. And you can tell your family that if they have a problem with it, they can sign up for twitch.tv and come complain at me themselves. And I'll tell them to fuck off and leave you alone. Because I believe in advocating for people who can't advocate for themselves. It's like Chisasi. Kind of hope Chisasi comes back. I know we're technically an 18 plus community. They're just not allowed to join the Discord until they're 18. I hope they turn 18 soon because they seemed like an interesting person. And like, while I considered making an exception for them, I'm like, there would be a problem with that. I want them to know that they can contact me and be like, hey, I need an advocate. Right? But there's also I see it so much in communities, in the community news on like YouTube, for like VTubers, YouTube, Twitch, etc., of young people getting involved in a Discord and then like weird shit coming out, and I'm like, I don't want any of that. I don't think you should be allowed to use Twitch until you're 16. Just have to both join a third party community that is 18 under. Yeah, I mean, I could make an under 18 demorination, but again, it's like, then that becomes a way to draw in predators too, because they know it's a community for kids under 18, right? And then in some way, I feel like I'm responsible for the safety of those kids, and when it should be their parents' responsibility. And I just can't, with everything that goes on in my life, and you know, the stress that I already face with other things going on, I can't take care of someone else's kids. Yeah, but then again, like, I if there's someone in our community that is under 18 and they watch me on Twitch regularly, like, they can send me a DM if they need an advocate. Because, like, especially if they're like a regular. Like, Chisasi, I will stand up for them, but I'm not gonna be like, yeah, you can just, like, add me to Discord. Like, please don't. If you're under 18, try not to interact with me. But if you're under 18 and you're very close to 18 and you're like, hey, I need advice from an adult who's been through life because there's things going on in my life that only an adult can help with, like, try to find that adult in your life in person first. And I think that's part of the reason why I don't set the stream to 18 plus. Like, even though, like, we get sussy here, but it's the internet, right? Like, God, when I was 18, 19 on the internet, the things I encountered. Nothing is actually on sale. We got free shipping over $200. That's their Black Friday sale. That's so dumb. But, you know what? People and companies are starting to get, like, wise to the Black Friday thing, where, like, the prices, like, suddenly go up, and then they're like, this is 15% off, but you're still paying more than you were last week. But I did want to check if Clip Studio had a sale for Black Friday. But usually, like, when Clip Studio goes on sale, they announce it like a week in advance, and there wasn't anything. So, I don't know. And once again, I've had too much to drink and I have to go to the bathroom. And I'm also out of coffee, which means I need to go downstairs and get uh, another drink so that when you guys give me a hydrate, I have something to drink. How dare. Perfect Streech time. Thank you, Neff, for the Streech to the hydrate. I will go get new hydration. I will be right back. Feel free to revolt or chat amongst yourselves, play beach volleyball, who knows. I dare! Alright, I'll be right back. I'm back. How about the household construction plans? Well, we went to Value Village yesterday and dropped a bunch of stuff off, which is great. So there's a little bit more room for me to go through stuff and make more room. A scare fantasy. Okay, there's the hydrate of me finishing the can of 7-Up I opened last night. So I can open this one and let it degas a little. My dad's also going to pour me a cup of tea. I went downstairs and the tea's on the counter, steeping. So usually at about 11 a.m. is when my dad makes tea. Can opening ASMR? Yes. Unfortunately, I don't have a boom arm for my mic, so like you hear my everything I do on my desk. If I touch my desk, use my keyboard, click my mouse, because it's right next to my right hand, because I can't put it on the left side. So it's you hear everything. Using the screw press you built for its actual job. Woohoo! I felt that. What mic do I use? It's called Fifine. I got it at one of those Amazon return places. It's like a $40 microphone. And I got it for $25. Get a lamp from Thrift. They make good mic stands. Yeah, I might do that, actually. I'll keep an eye out. Actually, I think we have one of those, like, lamps with, like, the scissor arm thing. But you might hear, like, the springs and stuff creaking. Yeah. Fee, fi, fo, I smell a tickle say. What? But yeah, it's Fifine. It's some really, really cheap microphone, but honestly, the sound quality's been really good. And I've had it since just before the pandemic, or just like halfway through, just at the end, tail end thing. I don't know. I've had it for a few years now, but it's been really good. And it came with just a little tripod that it sits on. It's a USB microphone. They don't so much squeak as have the springs vibrate. Yeah, well, I'm talking like we have some of those really old ones from the 1970s that I could probably attach my microphone to. If you ever want to characterize it, doing so would amuse me. What? The old ones are better made, can carry more weight. Yeah. This is... I don't know if you remember the old scissor lamp that we had in the basement at my mom's sewing desk, Kvatch? That old yellow thing? There's a green one and a yellow one in this house. And they're very springy. Yeah, this mic doesn't have any settings. It has a volume knob and that's it. That's all it's got. It's very, very basic. Yeah, no, I'm talking about like the actual scissor one. We do have two of those floating around the house. I think one of them's in use and the other one is just like sitting on a shelf somewhere. Yeah, my mic picks up sound very well. Sometimes it's too powerful. Like, I keep the gain pretty low too, and my mic setting on OBS is also like just below the red line, so I pop up into yellow fairly frequently. Like if I were to shout, yeah, it would try to peak out and would max out from where I have it. Well, I gotta be able to whisper at it. Gotta give you guys some ASMR. How's that? Can you hear that? I don't know if you could hear any of that. It's weird to do like the ASMR whisper thing. I have to use a limiter on mine. No! ASMR voice is illegal. Some people love ASMR, other people hate it. ASMR needs to be redeemed. I'm not sure I could maintain it. Without laughing. I just feel so weird, man. I'm just like, nah. I can't. But if people want an ASMR redeem, I will try. I think that's the first time I've absolutely not. Nev hates ASMR. That's what I'll do on my YouTube channel. I'll have like Twink QB boyfriend ASMR RP scenes or something. Put them on the OF. The Oni fans. It's a modern Demora website. My bad. ASMR redeem. Scratches knife and fork quickly on a dinner plate. Oh god, no! I got it. Thank you. Everybody thank my dad for the warm tea. Mukbang ASMR featuring Say. It's just mouth noises. Sai would come to my house and murder me. There's one thing Sai hates. It's mouth noises. Thanks for the Vulcan tea, Vulcan Dad. You see, the thing is, like, that sound, the knife and fork on a plate noise, drives me batshit crazy. Like, I have a visceral, physical reaction to that noise, and whenever my dad tries to cut something at dinner, it's like he's trying to cut through the fucking plate with it. And we've got, like, the old Corelware, basically equivalent to Pyrex dishes, and it just goes... Misanthrophobia. Something like misanthrophobia. Which mouth people noises are. Mouth noise people are. Oh, okay. Drives everyone crazy, that's the point. That's the April Fool's ASMR redeem. It's just something really annoying. I was taking a sip as that one came through. Does that count? I'll take another one, because it's tea. I need to make the stretch redeem wait longer, I think. Misophonia minus super bad. Misophonia? It's that miso soup. You gotta watch out for it. Because I think misanthropy is something else. Okay, restriction. You have a cat on your lap? I'm jealous. Tesla is not a lap cat. There was that stretch. That high-pitched squeak. I'm trying to draw on my OBS and I'm like, why can't I find my cursor? Such an idiot. Nope. This way. This word that you keep using, I don't think it means what you think it does. Remember how I spent so long, like, fixing up this collar piece? Only to redraw the whole thing? Silly say the great. You mean the great potato? I am say the potato. The giant potato. That's what great means. It means giant. Because I'm fat. Ah! So there. I know what great means. I was actually referring to the misanthropy, but... I love it how that timing just worked out because I wasn't even looking at chat. I love it when shit like that happens. Okay, let's do this part now. I have to remember not to bamboozle myself with the janky lines underneath. Oh, here we go. One of those lines that's hard to draw. Your cat is great. Misanthropy is the hatred for humankind, which I also suffer from. He's a long boy, he's a spaghetti cat. Like Cargo, Mewjuice's cat. He's a spaghetti boy. Let's see if I can fix the problems with the angle here. The cheese is up. Whoops. Look at chat in just a second. It's a very long second. The need for concentration. I'm getting bamboozled by the lines underneath again. Five-stream streak from Cora! Woo! Say the great, say the great. I am not great! No, you! Compliments are illegal. Unfounded compliments are illegal. 10,000 yes dungeon! Unacceptable! Just go full lemon grab on your ass. Oh, wait a minute. Phrasing? Thank you for the hydrate. Fussro meow! Tea. Please let me draw this line the way I want it to go down. Yeah. I think it's because this one is wrong. This line is wrong. It's all wrong. And this one's too thick. The go lemon grab on your ass. Oh man. I do encourage clips like that, so I am my own worst enemy. be honest, these inner lines should probably be thinner. Perspective, what even is it? Whoop, that. I would clip it, but my cat is making that difficult. Yeah, perspective is so much fun, yes. Perspective, and then the line's not cooperating because the pen's not cooperating because I'm a dirt. I'm not a big boy artist with big tablet and like fancy drawing glove like Evan. Okay. This in particular is rather hard to draw, though. Yeah. Have fun at the theater, Fantasy. See you on Monday, because it's Friday today. That's how time works. Nevis boomed all the snoots! Oh! AoE boop. Whatever shall we do? This is a crime against humanity. We need our own Geneva Convention up in here. Send him to the Hague. And I don't mean the Hague, I mean the Hag! The old woman will deal with him. Send him off to the Swamp Witch. I have no idea where I'm going with that. You know, I think I'm gonna leave the loop with the back off. Just want the outside lines to be stronger than the inside lines, you know? Because it makes it stand out more. You can hear my dad laughing, probably. My family's so loud. But I can't close my door because then my cat can't get to his poop box. Ferguson, mein Freund. Motor Wolf. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Freund like German. When I see that. I know it's friend. My dad is excited about something. You can probably hear his voice in the background. He and my brother are quite loud when they get going on a subject. And I'm like, I need to keep talking to drown them out just in case, because my dad doesn't like being heard. So I'm like, keep talking, just say things, random things, just keep going. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Why they're being so loud, my door is mostly closed. They're excited about something. And excited, and passionate about something. So, my brother's probably complaining about the cost of his car again, or something. If you roll the R, it's easier. I can't roll the R. I can't roll my R's. I can only roll the R's in the back of my throat like a Wookiee noise, like I can only do that. So I'm good at like pigeon sounds and like more guttural R's, like I can do that, but I can't do the front roll. I just can't do it. I'm physically incapable. Where you like trill your D kind of thing, I can't do it. Trill your D. That's a weird phrase. Let's not. Trill the? Why did the internet have to ruin saying just the letter name for D? Curses. Also, geometric perspective is hard. Oh my goodness. Let's try this. Ugh, I think I'm making it worse. I'm trying to make it nice, and I'm just ruining it. It's ruined. Why is this such a struggle? I'll get it in a second. Well, if you speak French, if only a little, I don't. I have a lot of trouble pronouncing things in French because of my inability to roll my R's. It's always been a struggle. My French teachers have kind of berated me for it. They're like, it's so easy. And I'm like, you don't understand. I physically cannot do this thing that you're asking me to do. Maybe I just need to accept that we're not going to see that edge. We've reached the acceptance stage. I don't think that edge is even visible at the angle that we're looking at it, so... Yeah, it's more of a... It's like a middle back trill. I can't do the tip of the tongue trill like other people can. I'm just not capable of it. Drives me insane. My eyes are doing the defocusing thing. Which means my body's like, you're tired. Yeah. Despite the fact that I've had a cup of tea, cup and a half of tea, and a cup of coffee. I think it was the coffee that did it. Every time I have coffee, I get tired. And I haven't had my ADHD medication, and coffee makes people with ADHD tired, especially if they're not taking medicine. So I'm just like, nah. Mer. Durr. Frankincense? It's looking so much better already. Oops, they say because don't sleep. No! I'm sitting there falling asleep. I refuse. Arrgh. I need to take a step back from it and stare at it for a bit and chit chat. Sleep juice, yep. Of course, I'm having warm tea and I'm wrapped up in a blanket, but I'm also really cold. So I'm shivering at the same time. And my energy like tanked while I was coloring in the collar there. I was just like, what? We've only been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes. What is this? Foosh. I light things on fire. I hope we're going to have our Dendronia leadership meeting today, but probably not because it's Thanksgiving. And so it's probably going to get canceled. Again, can't be cold if you're ablaze. Yeah. So this is fine. It's nice and warm. Ugh. It's currently almost dark. Necromancer dark. I think I need to make the collar a bit bigger. Because, like, the horns are so big. It's supposed to scallop, and then there's the puzzle thing. So I think the collar needs to be increased in scale. Which means we'll have to adjust the string. Ooh, I think we're getting somewhere. Yeah, no, it definitely needs to be outside. We'll have to fix the tassel a bit. I do want the tassel going a little further outside the name. Sorry, I leaned back. I'm lost tracking there. A street? Yeah, good idea. You know what time it is? It's bathroom time again. I've had too much to drink. That one I can't read, Cora. Feel free to translate. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I put on my Ruana. I pet my cat. Went to the bathroom. Not in that order. As a matter of fact, it was in the opposite order. Got me with you, my acquaintances. Isn't that the same as saying goodbye? The getting up and moving really helped. My dad didn't put enough milk in my tea, and it's a bit... Normally he puts a little bit more than that in. I think it was steeping too long. It's a bit bitter. Oh, why am I cold? Probably because my dad keeps the house at like 17 degrees. Okay. This is color gold. This one is color red. And we will toss the original. I think marijuana needs to go in the wash. It smells kind of funny. It's normally my coat's normally 17, but that's so hot. Not for my room. My room gets down lower than the rest of the house. My mom's room gets even colder. Really need to insulate the garage. It's my dad's always concerned about, you know, heat loss and stuff. And heating the outdoors, you know. But we don't insulate the garage properly, and I think that's a problem. I need to probably take everything out of the garage and take down all of the drywall on the ceiling and the interior walls and re-insulate and put up new vapor barrier and everything. I think it needs that. I'm not sure if there's even vapor barrier there. So I question it. I question whether there's vapor barrier in those walls or not. This whole house I question everything about, but like it was built in 83 or something. Yeah. So, building standards weren't great. And there's possibility that the ceiling, the popcorn ceiling, still has asbestos in it, because they used that, and it was still in the supply chain at that time before it was completely used up after they banned it. Well, honestly, like, I think I need to, yeah, there's a potential that the popcorn ceiling in this house has asbestos in it. As long as you don't touch it, it's fine. But, like, I've done that before. Like, I've gotten some of the drywall dust. Yeah, this house is old enough that it could still contain asbestos simply because it existed in the supply chain. But it's much more likely in the older houses in my neighborhood. I doubt it's in the drywall compound used for the ceiling, the popcorn ceiling. I doubt it. As long as you don't touch it, it's fine. As long as you don't disturb it. But if you disturb it, that's problematic. So if I do any work, like do any scraping on my ceiling, I would probably just wet it down first and scrape it off as a paste, so that there's no chance of me breathing anything in. And like even if it did, the amount would be so small that it wouldn't affect me at all. The reason they got rid of it in the construction industry wasn't for the people who live in the houses made with asbestos. It was for the people who worked on building houses and doing construction and general contracting and stuff. It was for their safety, not for the residents. It was for the industry. Because consumers don't matter. But like the industry itself is was were the people that were getting harmed by it. Well, I mean, people getting mesothelioma or whatever, however you say it, asbestos related diseases, suing the companies ended up costing them a lot. And also, it was asbestos is cheap, but it was too dangerous, so they banned it. I'm sure there are other countries somewhere that are still using asbestos. I mean, uh, the United States took a really long time to abandon asbestos. They pushed hard to keep using it because it was so cheap. Ah, the sniffles. But this house, I'm really not that worried about, to be honest. And even if there were, like, the amount I would encounter in my lifetime would be so small that it would be insignificant. It was the people in the industry that were most at risk because they were working with it all day and breathing in the dust, and they were the ones most affected. I mean, it's still dangerous, don't get me wrong, and it still needs proper care and abatement. But honestly, like popcorn ceiling, I'm not going to touch it. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is. The most I might do is like carve a border around my ceiling like my brother did, only because it looks nice. And it makes it easier to paint a straight edge than a bumpy one. But when I repaint my room, I'm probably going to do the entire thing with a brush. So you see all the brush strokes, and it's going to be like a stonewashed look. Because texture is nice without texture. I hate what they do in America with like the orange peel texture walls. Like, it's awful. Smooth walls. Just smooth. No bumpy textures unless it's actual rocks. Like, even stucco is better than orange peel. Apparently, Necromancer is lurking. I just looked at the people in chat because my uh I was just curious as to who was around. Necromancer and Aline are both lurking. Thank you. And Aki, hello, thank you. Yeah, I noticed that like my viewership has dropped a lot since they did the like bot thing, the anti-bot measures, because it's like, oh, this user has been silent for 30 minutes. They must be a bot. Let's drop view count. Because it used to average 13 viewers and now it's like 6. And yesterday was a holiday, which means the holiday's probably progressing through the weekend, so I expect just less people to be around. And then, of course, we lost the hour, and not everybody has daylight savings time, so there are a lot of people who would like show up later who aren't showing up as much. It's really, and like, while I don't care about view numbers, it's just. I look at Iron Mouse, who's just chatting +1 live with Sea Dog VA, 13.7k viewers, and I'm like, holy shit. I'm not sure I can handle that. I hate seeing chats just go brrrr. That's frightening to me. Aki's redeemed a stretch. Everybody stretch your legs, stretch your back, stretch your dick. Yeah. Yeah. Weird noises. They make the stretches better. Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate, Aki. What was that last one? I have no idea. Your neck. Stretch your neck. What'd you think it was? Funny, but it's true. Yeah, somehow making screeching noises and weird sounds while you're stretching makes it feel so much better. Oh, stretch your dick. You gotta stretch your deck. Or as a New Zealander say it, dick. My deck before this was all worn out, rough. And then I resealed my dick. Oh, I just knocked something over. Knocked over my tripod. It was under my desk. Oh, cheese is cooking something and it smells so good. Oh, it smells so good. I love those raccoons. Oh my god. Aki, these are your remotes? I love raccoons. Cheese probably is making enough for everyone, because I think he's making something for TGIF today. Alright, let's fix the string here. Aline! Tell Cheese to share the food with you. It's almost definitely for, your stuff is very raccoon themed. That's great. I love raccoons. Yeah, it's almost definitely stuff for TGIF. Go over to the bubbles folder. I think this bubble needs to go over here. How you doing today, Aline? It's good to see you. I saw you were lurking earlier. Thank you for coming by and sharing your time with me. Close enough to noon. I'm going to make lunch too. Enjoy your lunch, Meth. And your nap in the shade while you go get lunch. Before I go, boops the Kvatch snoot. I should never be a voice actor. I'm so bad at it. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to duplicate this. We're going to grab this Havarti pink here. And then where is my figure tool? No. I'm going to make this a vector layer. Okay. This is where the power of the pen tool comes in. I'm fine. I got home from work an hour ago. It has been super busy at the store since it's payday and Friday. I've been good. I've been good. We're working on our VTuber logo. I need to figure out how to modify this object. Oops. Don't want the single control points. I want to want this object. How do I modify this now? Listen, kitchen preparing for my daily can of tomatoes. I could not articulate my anguish. That's what you get for being AFK. Okay, there's a particular thing I want to do with this. And I want to taper it. And I think I should be able to modify this in some way. I should be able to modify... Aha! Here we go. Okay, okay. Figured it out. Okay. Now we duplicate this layer. We'll turn this one off. And we'll rasterize this layer so it's pixels again. Block it. Color it red. Unlock it. Clean it up. There we go. I guess it gives it the the illusion of like coming forward towards the screen. I'm not sure if I want that or if I want it to just be all the same all the way through. We can do variations. We'll fix it. Got a Havarti folder. Gotta go back to the bubbles. Because this bubble needs to move. I like that I can multi-select layers without issue. I think I've had too much to drink. My stomach's a little upset. No leadership panel this week. The admins listen to our thing. Yay! We had a little discussion with Scar and Kit, and we're like, there was no information, and like people were waiting, and we need a little bit more transparency. So I think they took it to heart, and that's really nice. So Skill Tree, they listen to their people. That's really nice. I'm glad. Now I don't have to go to my family and be like, hey, there might be a leadership panel this week and I'm not sure. And what happened last week was that Maddie thought it was Thursday when it was Friday because she got all discombobulated from her move and stuff, and Kit also forgot. And so we're like waiting for the leadership panel, and like because Friday is family time, I have to make plans around the leadership panels and be like, hey, we've got to like push TGIF back an hour so that I can go to the leadership panel for Dendronia.
Taking mom to urgent care.
What?
Taking mom to
hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. That's not good. My brother's taking my mom to the urgent care because she might be having another stroke, question mark. Her blood pressure's really high, and she's like having a killer thing going on. I'm just gonna end stream now and find out what's happening. So I'll see you guys next week. Have a good weekend. Lunch in the oven. Enjoy your lunch. I'm gonna end stream now. We're not even gonna raid. I'm gonna go. I don't think Neff is even hearing what's happening. I'll get the hydrate next time. See you guys. Bye.